Xiaomi's last pad device or the tablet device was really popular, really successful for the company. That's why they didn't stop there. They launched the Xiaomi Pad 6. Few changes in the pencil, lots of changes on the inside, a few changes on the outside. I'm really excited to tell you more about it. Let's quickly get into it. So we've got a revision to the Xiaomi Pad. This is the Xiaomi Pad 6. I really like the display. They've done a good job of improving the issues or fixing them more or less, because last time we saw the Xiaomi Pad, we saw that there was a little bit of a gap between the display itself and the glass. They seem to have fixed that, so the display looks a lot more vivid. It is still extremely reflective, so I would highly recommend an anti-glare screen protector if you are not going to be using this for media consumption, because that will improve the usability of this a lot, especially if you're going to be using the pencil with this. So the pencil is the same, more or less. You've got a new design and a new Apple Pencil-like color as well. So it's white now, but you still have the 4096 pressure points, extremely responsive. No complaints with the pencil. It also charges magnetically on this, also pairs up magnetically. You just have to put it in the right way. And so it pairs up, it charges, and then if you charge it for just 1 minute on the Xiaomi Pad, it'll run for about 7 hours, which is excellent. So you can just leave it here for a minute, charge it up, and be good to go for a while. So as far as the display is concerned, we've got a 2880 by 1800 pixel display, and this is 515 nits in terms of brightness. So quite a decent level of brightness considering the price, which it starts at 27,000 for the 6GB plus 128. But I highly recommend the 8GB variant, which is only 2,000 rupees more. You also get 256GB of storage. And you also get this amazing copied from Apple color, to the point where this is also as fingerprint magnety as the space gray on Apple computers. So you can see they've copied the failures of the design as well. The color is obviously a little different because space gray also changes every year. They've gone with the more traditional space gray. They call it graphite gray. Obviously, they don't want to call it space gray for obvious reasons. But the UI is obviously MIUI. It is fast and responsive. Running everything is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 chip. So upgrade there in terms of performance. You have a pretty impressive chip, considering again the price, which in a phone, that phone would be much more in terms of price if it had an 870 chip in there. So you also have 4 speakers, so you get Dolby audio as well. They're fairly loud. Good for media consumption. Again, this is primarily targeted for media consumption, casual gaming, so this will be great for that. You also have a 13 megapixel camera on the back. Even though it looks like there are 2 cameras, there's only one 13 megapixel camera. You also have a flash, which is good. On the front is an 8 megapixel camera, and they also sort of mimic center stage feature. It's a feature that is almost identical to center stage, and you can pull out this sort of menu every time you're on a video call. And so if you press this, it sort of zooms in, and now if I move around, it'll automatically sort of center my face. And then you also have this fill light feature, which if I turn on, it shows a glow on the edge. And then if I increase or decrease the fill brightness, it will actually decrease or increase the brightness of the screen, which is good if you're in an extremely dark environment, but not that useful because it's not really a light. But it works well, I guess. The camera on the back also does 4K video. So you can open the main camera app. You can see it looks really nice. You've got a nice and large viewfinder. You can do 4K 30 FPS over here. And you can switch between the modes. For 4K, you're stuck to 30, but 1080, you can do 60 FPS if that's what you're looking for. And just like Xiaomi's camera app from other devices, you have a few other shooting modes here, and you can download some. And you do have a direct mode for capturing documents, and you can also capture them in black and white. So pretty cool camera for a tablet device as well. On the inside is an 8800 mAh battery. It's really slim at just 6.1 millimeters in terms of thickness or thinness. But this part is obviously much more. This is really sleek. It's also got a unibody design, so the whole structure comes from a single unibody. You also have these 3 connectors at the back. That's for attaching the keyboard. We saw that last time around. So basically the same keyboard will go on here. And they call this the 2nd gen pencil. It has 150 hours of battery life. Actually, they call it the 2nd gen smart pen, not the pencil. But you get 150 hours of battery life. And like I mentioned previously, 1 minute of charging on here will give you about 7 hours of usage with the Smart Pen. So you do have some additional features here. So if you connect adapter, or if you have a USB-C to HDMI cable, you can project this entire screen onto a full-size monitor or a television, and this will do up to 4K. So it can handle 4K output from the USB-C port. So if you have movies, videos, whatever on here, you can use this as a media device for your larger screen in your house. So if you have a large screen TV, you can just send all that information from here and it'll manage that quite easily. Overall, I think it's a big improvement in terms of just the display itself is a worthy improvement for an upgrade. Build quality is nice. The design on the back obviously looks a lot more like the Xiaomi 13 Pro. So phone design sort of mimicking here in the tablet. Features remain good. Performance remains decent. We took some benchmarks. We'll put the scores on the screen for you. Overall, it's a pretty nice upgrade. Not a lot of options in the market. OnePlus did launch a tablet. We've done a full review of that, so you should go check it out. We'll have it linked up here and also in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like, smash subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.